Hello everyone, welcome back to ClubRackets.com. We've been sent some of the new Carbonsonic shuttle from Victor to test out. We first tested out these shuttles around 7 years ago, and you can see the video in the link below. But these are a new design, meant to fly more feather-like. They've got carbon fibre shafts, foam for the feathers, and a cork base. Actually, we're going to compare them against some of the old Carbonsonics that we had 7 years ago that I found a tube of in the stock room. We're going to compare them against feathers, and we're going to compare them against some plastic shuttlecocks as well. So we'll do some more in-depth analysis of the shuttle in a moment, but first of all, let's see how they do on court. So here we are testing the Victor new Carbonsonic shuttle at the end of a club night. We've been using the Yonex AS20s all night, so it's a good comparison to a premium feather. I got these 3 student lads to test the shuttle with me. It makes a nice sound. I have to say, with the flight being just a little bit different, we did have a few miss-hits. It took a little while to get used to, but in general the flight was pretty good. There's some tired legs at the end of the night, so forgiveness for a bit of terrible technique on occasions. The flight of the shuttle is generally pretty good. There are occasions when it comes off the racket where it just wobbles a little bit, like that shot there. It just flew a bit weird. But in general the sound is pretty nice, and they held up pretty well. We played with this shuttle all game. Unfortunately, one of the guys did manage to hack off one of the feathers about halfway through the game, which did affect the flight of the shuttle quite a lot. The shuttle slowed down a bit and was a little bit more wobbly, but I think my opinion is that if you are playing with these shuttles more often and you're less likely to miss-hit them, then I think they would last very well. Reasonably impressed with the quality of these shuttles, and I think with the price point they're at, I think they're going to be really good for clubs to train with. My only sort of criticism of the shuttles was that perhaps when they get smashed like they are here, they don't go down quite as easily. They sort of balloon up, go a little flatter, a little bit like a plastic. Again, maybe that's because it's the end of the night and we're not getting behind the shuttle and getting down onto it. But yeah, that was the bit for me that was a little bit surprising. I think once you get used to it, it'd be absolutely fine. Right, so just a little dive into the shuttles just to show you more about them. So this was the original Carbonsonic that I've still got a couple of from 7 years ago. They had the foam feathers with the little dimples on to reduce some weight, and the carbon fronds and the cork. And then we've got the new Carbonsonic. They have solidified the little carbon prongs here. They're a little thicker, and they've changed the shape of the feathers. They've got these little cutouts here and little grooves there, and all in all it's just a more solid looking shuttle than the previous version, and that you can really tell that in the flight. It just feels a lot more feathery, because feathers are very solid when you hit them here, because the stems of the feathers are very solid. And the one we used last night, as you can see, still in pretty good nick. You don't get any of the wearing on the feathers because they're not feathers, but we did manage to chip off this one, and these broke as well, but actually that didn't affect. They're still in the same plain, they've not moved, so I don't think that really affects the shuttle. It's more just this one. As I said in the video, I don't think that'll be as much of a problem if you're not hacking at them quite as hard as we were last night. I think for a lot of people these will be a great shuttle to use when they come out. They're going to retail, I think, around the £20 mark in a tube of a dozen, so I think that will make them very affordable for people to play badminton with.